Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon and today's video is going to be kind of an update on everything that I've done in the past several months. The main reason I haven't uploaded is because I found a new passion. I am still obsessed with makeup, obviously. I don't think that will ever change. Anything makeup and beauty related, I love it. But I found another passion, and this is animals. I now work in the back at PetSmart, and I've learned so much about the animals and just taking care of them. And through the process, I fell in love with caring for the animals, and I started to realize that my confidence was higher. I was happier. Taking care of the animals just made me smile. I would go to work and I would just see these little creatures, and they relied on me so to feed them and give them the care that they needed to make sure that they were okay. And I just fell in love with the process. I loved everything about it, and I still do. I smile when I think about all the animals that I get to work with, and the more that I learn about them, the more I love them. The reason why I haven't uploaded is because I ended up getting my own little collection of animals. So I have several animals. I have my cat, Jessie, my zebra finch, Kiwi, my two society finches, Nike and Java. I have my Syrian hamster, Nugget, half a hamster, half a Russian hamster, Skittle, and my gerbil, Eris.
Did I mention Jesse? Did I already say Jesse? Because there's Jesse as well. Clearly, I've had him for 10 years, so I kind of keep forgetting about him, even though he's, always there and around and annoying as well. Like, very annoying. He doesn't stop.
Is because I've been focused on getting to know them and taming them and learning everything that I possibly can about my animals and how to raise them, how to feed them, how to take care of them, pretty much. Getting to know all of the new animals that I have and my new passion in that way. I have not forgotten about makeup. I still love makeup and will be doing tutorials. I've been doing so much research, just so much, just trying to figure out as much as I can about the creatures and what I need to know about how to take care of them and how to not just keep them alive, but to have them thrive in my care. And also, I'm a new aunt again. My sister just had her baby a little while ago. His name is Nathaniel. I am so excited. I cannot wait to meet him. Brittany, I am so happy for you. I cannot wait to meet him. He is the sweetest so far. I mean, I've seen just pictures, obviously, but I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Yeah, send me all the pictures so I can make you a little video of him. That would be so cute. You're doing great. Keep it up. And I cannot wait for the picture of James getting pooped on. You gotta send me that. One of the things that bothers me, people constantly come in and impulse buy. Please do not impulse buy an animal. Please do not impulse buy. It is the worst thing you can do for the animal that you're getting. If you don't have everything set up before, it's just stressful for the animal. It's stressful for you. If you want an animal, do the research on the type of animal you're interested in and try to learn everything that you can. Look it up. You have to understand that these are still living beings. They're not toys. You want that animal to be happy, don't you? Like, use your common sense, obviously. Do your research enough how much people lack in knowledge. And yes, pet stores are to blame, but people have to understand that we're not responsible for their knowledge. We're not responsible for you going out and learning about the animal. We're not the only source of information. Pet stores, we may have people that know things about the animals, but we're not going to have somebody that knows something in every single thing. So I know small animals, I know birds, I know a bit about reptiles, a bit about fish. I'm not an expert by any means. So you cannot go to a pet store and expect to talk to an expert because the experts have high paying jobs and this is a part time position. You can't expect a part time position, somebody that has like a degree in a veterinary degree or something like that, to be working in a pet store. Most of the people that you see in a pet store are like college age that are trying to get through school. Most of them might not even have anything to do with animals. So don't expect to walk into a pet store and talk to any random person working there. They could just be a stalker, but they have a shirt on that says that they work there. They won't know shit about animals. You can't expect every single person at a pet store to know everything that you need to know. So go out, do the research that you need to do on the animal that you are going to purchase or thinking about purchasing. Do not impulse buy because you're setting yourself up for failure and you're going to hurt that animal. It's going to suffer because you're not doing the proper research. So do your research, go online, go to multiple sources, go to the library. Do not walk into a pet store and ask somebody and read a little pamphlet and think that you know everything you need to know about how to keep this animal alive and how this animal, everything that the care for this animal. It's not how it works. If you want a reptile, you want a bearded dragon, do the research on the dragon. Get everything you need set up before you get the dragon. There's going to be multiple places that you can get animals from. So many. There's rescue places, which I would recommend before. Always adopt before you buy. But if you can't, obviously, I bought several of my animals, so I'm not going to say do not do it. Do the research, get everything set up you need, and then get the animal and then introduce the animal. Make sure that you do everything properly, and that way you're going to be happy. You're going to have an amazing experience. You're going to have a happy animal, and everything's going to be perfect. But don't just walk into a pet store and be like, oh, that's cute, I'll have that. What do I need? And then expect that person to be like, oh, okay, well, you need this, 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 and this, because they might forget one important thing. Like if you get a guinea pig and the person walks around with you and they get everything you need, but they forget hay, and you don't give that guinea pig hay, and that guinea pig and you don't realize that it needs hay. A guinea pig needs hay in its diet every single day. And if that employee forgot to tell you that it needs hay, what can that employee do about that? So always do your research first, because people will make that kind of mistake a lot. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to remember everything. If you just walk into a store and impulse buy an animal, make sure that when you get home, you do all the research that you possibly can on that animal to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success, because it is your responsibility for this animal. 100% your responsibility. You can ask somebody at a pet store, yes, but we are not responsible for you taking our advice. I can give you advice that I've heard from somebody else, because that's most of what my experience comes from, things that I've learned with my animals here, and also the things that I've heard from other people and their experiences as well. So I'm not a vet. Don't take my advice like I am a vet. If you have a question, a medical question, or just a basic question, you could look it up online, or you can call your vet or a vet. Don't call a pet store, because you could end up talking to a cashier who knows absolutely nothing about animals, and they'll try to give you their best advice, which might not even be good advice. So unless we know 100%, it's up to you to do the research on the animal, and it's up to you to take care of that animal. You can complain and you can blame the pet store. You can blame the associate at the pet store that sold you the animal, who didn't give you all of the information. But you cannot honestly expect pet store employees to know everything that you need to know right off the bat and tell you during that time, because it will take weeks to learn everything that you need to know about that animal. So if you actually give a shit about the animal that you're purchasing or adopting or rescuing or whatever the case may be, then you're gonna go and do the research and learn everything that you need to do to create a great bond with that animal. And if you don't, that animal is gonna suffer. You will suffer. and you'll be frustrated. And then that's how animals end up in shelters, and they end up just thrown into the garbage because people don't understand how to successfully take care of these creatures. Do the research, don't impulse buy. Just don't do it. Set yourself up for success. Do the research. Make sure that you know from several different sources. Don't just use one. You can ask a pet store, sure. Go ahead. I'm encouraging it. There are some people that know some great things about animals. There's some pretty knowledgeable people that work in pet stores, but they don't know everything about every animal. Go on Google. Forums are the best place to find information. Sign up to a forum and just look at the information. Just go through all of the information. There are specific forums. There's cat forums, dog forums, snake forums, gerbil forums, hamster forums. There's forums for everything. There is absolutely no excuse for you not to know how to properly take care of the animal that you have. And there is no excuse to have a poor setup. There is no excuse. It's going to cost money. It's not just a passing fancy. You can't just be like, oh yeah, this is an animal. It's not just a toy. It's a living, breathing being. Take care of it. I ranted long enough. I know that this is not the most enjoyable video to watch, and I know it's kind of a me bitching, but I can't help it. But I hope you enjoyed this video even a little bit. If you do, please like it. Share the video if you want others to see my mini rant. Please. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. There will be a lot more videos coming of my animals. I'm going to introduce all of them. I'm planning on making a video of me building my bird cage. I'm going to be doing more makeup tutorials. I have some really interesting makeup, like the Huda Beauty Electric Obsession palette. Love it. Yeah, and I have some other palettes to play with. Like, I have this Marc Jacobs palette that I want to play with. And I have this Natasha Denona palette that I really, really need to play with. Like, oh my god. And these shadows, they're amazing. I hope that this gives even a little bit of awareness. Stay tuned for more of me in all my glory. Because I'm glorious. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Okay. You can't talk smart into stupid people. Why did I just forget what I was going to say? Impulse buying. Oh, impulse buying.
I hate it so much.
Maybe. Maybe. Anyway. I don't know what that was.